I seem to have found myself a friend, and he seems to have found himself a meal. So much for breakfast. For me, that is. That's what I've been cooking up the last few whiles. I found sometimes certain mueslis, they're really nice cooked. All the little bits of dried fruit swell up and stuff. It's just a great instant mixture with nuts. And in this case, anyways, the Jordan's organic. I don't normally buy pre-mixed everything, but it was organic and it was on sale, so I bought a whole bunch of boxes. And it has been great because it's made things really easy and quick for breakfasts if I'm not going to have eggs. Hello, it is me. Ow. Mosquitoes always need to make their presence known, although I think they are egoless. They just are and just do. I just had my wonderful red honey Costa Rican coffee, and one of the things I figured out finally that's made the taste so much better. I wasn't sure about it, and I was like, what am I doing wrong? All the videos I've watched so far, and maybe it did say this and I missed it, it's quite possible. But what I noticed, and once I figured this out, solved everything, and the taste is amazing. That is that when I roast at least these coffee beans, I'm going to assume all of them, maybe differences depending, but it approximately doubles in size. So I was measuring my little scoop measure that I do with roasted beans, and I was measuring this in unroasted beans, roasting them and just throwing them into my cup, into my little AeroPress and making a cup, and it was just created this odd kind of sourness. And now I know why, because it was just way too strong. And I now remember way back when I tried espressos, a not so good espresso had, to me, had a bit of a sour taste too. But anyway, so I figured that out. So that's a great piece of information because now I also know, more or less sure, that that's another great thing about buying green coffee beans. I was already mentioning earlier, you save a lot of money, but you also, and it lasts for a year if you keep it well, but it's also double the amount of what you're buying. So like, I mean, that's unfathomable how much of a great deal that is to do that. So it makes, in my case, buying like a specialty green coffee bean that was, still kind of like, okay, uh, here's a little splurge, but it's going to be a lot of fun. And it should balance out once, roasting and everything else. It should even out to what you'd spend on a nice roasted coffee bean. But now this makes it even better. So go green. That's what I figure. Hopefully, everyone, you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Is it Tuesday, I think? My electrician's coming over today and he's hooking up a whole bunch of cables to go to the RV and to the chicken coop that's not there yet, but will be. And then not tomorrow, my uh, cool dude who's bringing the soil, more soil, is coming. And my cool dude who's working with the soil to get some plants all set up in our little grow beds, raised garden beds. And then the next day, hydro hooks everything up. Oh, gosh. I know that if I was better equipped and trained for non hydro usage, I think I would be quite fine and I'd love to explore it, like non electric usage at all. I would love to just, lean in that direction to conserve. But when not prepared, and the one thing really, the two things, charging my phone, which would be easy to overcome with solar and things, I'm sure it's not a big draw, but also it's the fridge. So, and I know I can solve, what? Hold on, I know I can solve that problem. Oh yeah, I just remembered I had this magnified for Where are you? For the chipmunks. So I have no idea how my face came over in that video. This guy is just loving his find. Wow. He's about 6 feet away from me, I'd say. He's watching me, but doesn't have a lot of fear, that's for sure. And I just remembered, I was thinking about, oh, will they be a problem with my garden and vegetables? And I just remembered last year, the chipmunks, or the chipmunk, whoever she was, loved taking big chunks out of my tomatoes and then leaving the rest of the tomato and just ruin them. So I do know that at least the tomatoes, and probably anything that's bearing nice, luscious fruit, of any kind, whether it's beans or whatever, I think I'm going to have to put something over to protect them from the chipmunks, because there are a mass population of chipmunks in this forest. I love them. I find that they're great little personalities. They drive the dogs mad at times, but that's cool. Keeps them on their toes. Look at that. Oh my God. But I welcome this little bit of company. It's a lovely morning way to share with another little being, which reminds me I have two bigger beings that want their walk before Michael comes to do the electrical. And he could be here anywhere from 9 on, and it's pretty well 9 o'clock. So I should get on to that. What was I talking about before? Chipmunk just took me away from that. But anyways, I'm having a wonderful day. It's starting so far, and I hope you are too. Please, if you're watching me on YouTube, push the thumbs up, leave a comment, and if you feel like seeing more, push the subscribe button as well, and then you'll get my videos as they come up on your feed, and you don't have to go searching for them or miss anything. And I will say, I promise you, they get better and better over time, and my story gets deeper and deeper and develops over time as well. So I would like to say gets less and less catastrophic as I adapt and get new amenities set up and so on, and become more familiar with little things and find cool stuff. I want to invite you into sooner or later, very soon, my exploration of Aladdin lamps. And if you don't know, they're a very old lamp, kerosene kind of lamp, but very, very good with little chimneys and a little, just lots of very nice variations, beautiful glasswork, the old ones, and evidently there are some newer versions as well. I don't think they're cheap, I have a feeling, but they're evidently very well made. And it's a great way to save on electricity. And definitely a great thing to have in case you get a power outage. So keep that in mind, and stay tuned, because I'm going to be sharing a lot of things I find work for me that are non-electric. So if any of those things are in your interest, that's another thing that's going to be of value by watching this. There's lots of YouTubes that go into all these things, so you can expand upon this with more focus, but these are just things that work for me, things I find interesting, and such as Lehman's, Leman, I think it is, catalog and store. I think it's in Ohio. I've followed them since I was living at home in Ottawa. So I don't know, when I was a teenager, and they're still going strong, and their store and catalog is full of non-electric everything. It's amazing. Like, what a place to just look through and go, oh, I could use this for this and that for that. So let me know anything that you like to see. Leave comments, follow, share with friends if you know anyone that would like to follow and watch my crazy adventures. And most of all, have a wonderful day and stay tuned for the next video.